Cyber friends, Admitted Man coming back at you from Walker's Music. Yet another word for the day. We'd like to give God the praise and honor for life, health, and strength for it being as well as it is. Give him glory and we give him the honor. Also want to give a shout out to the YouTube fam from Baby Justice, all the way up to Big Papa JT, as well as Mama JT. Y'all know the routine. Also to the End Time Harvest Gang, Brother LA from Kingdom Knowledge, Elder Brother Michael McCrae, Brother PP Drawings, Brother Hot and Cliff, Brother JT, Papa JT, the Brother Orange Flavor, as well as our newest sister member, Miss Hot Yoga. We give y'all honor. I want to cut through the chase this morning and say that we are glad to be in the number. And, so much is happening, people. Every day, it seems like we wake up to a new instance or a new circle, some sort of new predicament. Nevertheless, we know that God is still sitting on his throne, and he's still overlooking us to make certain that we are his people. It's okay. I want to say something, though, people. First of all, I want to thank you, Brother JT, for the shout-out video, man, that you done. I thank you for that. You didn't have to do that, but you did. And I count it as an honor, and I really do appreciate what you're doing and what you do. The mentioning of the project and everything, I really appreciate that. And remember, man, I mean, I always say, whatever you make happen for somebody, God will make happen for you. In other words, what goes around comes around. So you reap what you sow. So that means good as well as bad. A lot of people just only use that word when regulated to just when bad thing, but that's good thing. Also, you come back to you when you do good. Good come back. It may not come back from the person that you do it for. Rarely that's the case, but it'll always come from some other source. God will see to that because God is not going to be made a fool of. So we want to say, man, we give you thanks. We give you what you tried to do, and then also, we also thank Kate, sister Kate, and Brother LA for the support. We really do appreciate it. All of that have went and took a listen at the project and gave their comments and everything. That is very, very much appreciated. We appreciate the effort because you didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do it. So we just want to make sure that we thank everybody that have checked out the project and that has made some comments about the project and everything. Because that gives you encouragement. And it also lets you know there's certain things that you need to still yet work on. That is also appreciated. So I wanted to let you know that, Brother JT, that is very, very much appreciated. And I can't wait, man. I'm just waiting on yours. So we can do the same thing for you. We can also lift you up and support yours. I can't wait until that happens. I already did a video about how people have commercialized Christmas. I've already done that, and people, let me make something clear. Many man is not trying to come against people that's trying to enjoy themselves and plan and have a quote unquote a nice time at Christmas time, whether it be a party or a dinner or whatever. No, many man is not against that, and I'm not speaking of it against that in that fashion. So let me be the first one to get that cleared up on the front side. But what I am saying about the people have commercialized Christmas, I'm talking about this greed, is that get more syndrome. And we do that not only at Christmas time, that's all through the year. Get more. Every holiday on the calendar, we feel there's something we should be able to get. We get this. We need to get this. That's the spirit I'm talking about. But that's what I'm saying, and I'm just saying it's not all about that now. It's not all about that. I had been seeing it before. Matter of fact, they play every year since the last 2 or 3 years, I know. But this here movie will be on, I think it's INSP. It may be TV. Well, I think it was INSP that played it. It's about this guy that's playing as a vagrant. He's a stranger, a drifter. He's drifting through the land and everything. And his name is, he's like a handyman at this church. And the name in the movie was named Jess, which is who he really was depicting. He was supposed to be Jesus. and he met this little girl named Max, and he got us a chance to tell the story to the two little girl and little boy about the Christmas story. And when he was about to say it towards the night before Christmas, but old Jess, he changed that thing, and he said, okay, but I'm going to tell it another way. And he told the story that I tried to tell on yesterday on my video. I told you the true Christmas story about when Mary and Joseph journeyed to Bethlehem, that first Christmas. And that's the one that Jess told. And he said, but what he said was, he said, God came to visit for us for a while. I like that. I like that. That he said God came to visit us. That's what that first Christmas was all about. And if we could get in that, like I said, people, that's what many men want to capture, the real true spirit of Christmas. At least this Christmas. If I don't do it no more, at least this Christmas. To capture the real spirit of Christmas, people can get back to the idea that God came to visit us for a while. That's what it's all about. That's what the nativity is all about. Now you have people that they got a problem, just like on this particular show. They had a problem displaying the nativity scene in the churchyard. But people don't have no problem displaying Halloween pumpkins and all that kind of stuff. Because see, have you ever heard of anybody having to protest against a Halloween when the people put up the witches and the goblins and ghosts, pumpkins in their yard? You ain't heard nothing about that. No, you won't. Because that's stuff for the devil and Satan. I'm sorry, I can't help it, people. I hate to bust the children bubble about trick or treat. I went trick or treating as a child too. I sure did. But I'm not saying the fun intent behind it. I'm not against that for the kid, but I'm talking about the real. I'm talking about the real idea behind all these ghosts and goblins and stuff. That's what Mitty Man is talking about. No one have made not one complaint about that, but yet and still you put up a nativity scene where Christ, God, come to visit us for a while. When you put that up, they got a problem with that. Well, you know something? End Time Harvest Game, YouTube family, let me tell you something. This what gives me a little joy too. God came to visit us for a little while. Back in 2,000 years ago, God came to visit us for a while. And you know why? I know that there's got to be something to that. Because even now, 2,000 some odd years later, people yet got a problem with it. So that lets you know that there is something real about the God we serve. Because if it wasn't for real, and if it wasn't something to content, wouldn't nobody be worried about it. Wouldn't nobody be worried about it. But yet it's still. If you want to get up, if you want to start something, you didn't got to get the ever-ready battery. All you got to do is put up a picture of Jesus. And people, we go around here, we talk about that Jesus is the reason for the season. No, he ain't. Walmart is the reason. Penny's is the reason. Kroger is the reason. That's the reason for the season for a lot of us. It ain't got nothing to do with Jesus. We done took his birthday, but he's the only one not invited to the party. That's not a good idea, people. Not a good idea. So with that being said, if it's Jesus' birthday, people, shouldn't he be the main focus? Don't it be the main focus when it's your birthday? Don't you want the people to put the main emphasis on you? Come on, people. And people say, the Lord is not like that. Well, I don't want to be so quick to say that, people, because Jesus said himself, when he told his disciples about the communion, about the breaking of the bread and drinking of the wine, he said, this do ye in remembrance of me. That lets you know that even Christ himself wanted to be remembered. People, come on. Don't be so quick to talk about what Jesus didn't want. So with that being said, I'm just remembering now, if Jesus is the reason for the season, then we should have him at the main focal point this year, and not so worried about when you don't get what you want. Because remember, I told you yesterday, it ain't your birthday. But God came to visit us for a while. That's what the nativity is all about, people. That's what this season is all about. And like the guy said, Jess, he said, God came to visit us for a while. That's it. God came to visit his creation just for a while. In other words, the donkey that he created was standing there in that stable that night. The donkey that he created was looking down on him. The cow that he created was looking down on him as a babe in the lane in that manger. God came to visit us for a little while. I like that. When just told that on that show, that was really, I mean, that I like that. God came to visit us for a while. This is Mitty Man saying whatever you get into, if God is not in it, it's best that you come out of it. This is Mitty Man saying peace. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the project, we need your impact, people. We need your response. We need your input. It's very much needed. I mean, I'm not somewhere where if really and truly, anybody that if anyone that even just remotely just wants to see, it's not about the money. It's not all about that, but it's about the spirit of Christmas and the spirit of giving. If you want the project, let Mitty Man know. You'll get it. So with that being said, this is Mitty Man saying peace and goodbye.